say anything I was telling you about earlier?
Never.
That's
Yeah.
about it?
That's a crazy fuck.
Gotta do something else different with it, you know what I mean? Okay. It ain't go live on the book. It ain't go live on the grams.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
You know what I mean? I think we live everywhere. I think we on national TV. Hold on. It's with the Grand TV. Hold on. It's with the Grand TV. Hold on. What? Nah, man, Keela,
What?
you don't know where you come to the studio tired, man. You been there. You had a
Man, I
whole
had a
day to
day.
rest.
To rest? You think I is you?
Hey,
All
no.
day
Hey,
enjoying a
no.
snowstorm.
Hey, no. Hey, no. We don't hate. I'm with the Grand TV. We don't hate. You know what I
Man.
mean? We just appreciate love, you know, and
Big live.
we
Aha.
motivating.
For me out here struggling, going walk crazy.
I guess something for you, Chris. Whenever you write to talk your stuff and you want to like tell the world how you feel,
Oh man.
all for you.
Hey, ready?
All right, man. What we doing? What we doing? What going on, man? What's saying? Our host, the legend, the superstar, the Dan Dada, the radio station sensation gonna bring we in the way how he know best, you know? I don't know why you have you at the bottom. You're supposed to be at the top, big dog. I'm sorry. Where you belongs in life. Go ahead, dog.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, this fuck no.
What going on? Let me close off Facebook right quick. Hey, boom. All right, we here, man. Yes. Back with our next episode. You know what I mean? 102. We in the triple digits, man. You know what I mean? And we here. Keela,
Yeah.
here in Florida, what 30 degrees today, man.
Yeah, my son, like, I freezing all now, you know. About to pound the heat.
Put that shit
You
down.
saying, yeah.
Okay.
30 degrees, that's it.
Rain. You get to stay home today, okay?
You ain't gonna let 30
Actually,
degrees
all
sound
week.
good.
So, I mean, we're going down in the 20s this weekend, you know. I see a report say Orlando might get a little snow. I say, what?
Well, we had frost fog, and I had to chat GPT what frost fog is. Frost fog is basically when the air they turn into a bunch of little ice particles. And these ice particles, they get all on top of your car windshield and freeze up. And they get all on the road. If they had snow on the road, it put a next coating over it that'll make it a block of ice. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave an hour earlier than I usually they leave on my way to work this morning, right? They're driving. Let me tell you, you got to mash brakes at least 100 extra feet from the stoplight because it's a possibility that you're going to keep going even though you want to stop. Like I telling you, like I go out the car and I step on top of the friggin' road and this heck is like a block of ice. Like I driving on a block of ice, people.
Jeez.
I from the Virgin Islands where you don't get nothing lower than 70 degrees. And 70 degrees is hoodie season in the Virgin Islands. So imagine how I feel. But enough of the cold news. That's why I'm this show up with the grin. We here, back with another one, man. Rain, what you get for me, man? What you get for me? J. Cole just dropped. J. Cole, the one and only. Oh, yeah.
Yo. Hey. Ho.
I orbit the earth whenever I'm recording a verse. When I'm ready to drop, said he gon' report on it first.
Oh my
Play
God.
my album for the corpse in a hearse. It's so live, the flow can make the rigor mortis.
Oh
so
my
I'm more to
God.
reverse. These niggas reckless trying to disrespect the Lord of the church. Get disconnected from your source just like the court at your birth. From an alternate
Yo.
dimension, I got lost inside of this one. Now I'm walking around and looking for a portal that works. But all of the perks of rhyming make it harder to search. The tormented poet, I know I'm making more than I'm worth. At one time, my neck and wrist was having so much ice. You
Hey,
think I'm
that's
getting dudes deported
crazy.
to a border and turf. These niggas swear they
Let's
doing
go.
numbers, but it's more to the story. You bust it down, it's by the streams and kids.
Let's
We
go,
can't get
let's
into
go,
much.
let's
We
go,
can't
let's
get
go,
into
let's go,
much.
let's go,
We
let's
can't
go.
get into much. We can't get into much, man. We can't get into much, man. We can't get into much, man. We can't get into much.
Fall
Copyright.
off, dropping next week. Man, give you a little something, a little appetizer before the entree come. You know what I'm saying? I rock with it. I like it a lot. Man, rapping. And he said, every last one of them tracks is freestyle too, so that's crazy.
For people that don't know about the Blizzard 26 drop yesterday, in honor of his birthday, which was yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Cole was Aquarius just like me, you know. I know I always been a nasty MC and a deep down on the inside of check, but I just didn't know Aquarius is where the MC's at. So shout out to J. Cole and his birthday for dropping this crazy back in the day mixtape type vibes, and like as a fan I am satisfied. But who dashing the keyboard up like they just happy with life, man? It gotta be breezy, heavy finger mothers doing the thing, dog. Anyways.
Look how red Chris Cheeks is. You gotta be cool over there.
Yeah, man, the cheeks red, you know what I'm saying? Like I said
Pause.
before,
Oh my god, what the
cheeks
fuck?
red like that for a game spank up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, really and truly, as an island man, you know what I mean? I know I always promote being healthy and all that stuff, and I really just go the whole year without being sick for real. But being in the house for like the last 4 days, and then just immediately being outside for a very long time, it really mashed me up to the angle hold you. So I hear, and that goes to show how much I love the fams, how much I love the With the Grain community and the people them, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't call out.
I think you use all your PTO already for the year. So
For
I don't,
and we in January, dog. What the fuck?
I don't think you have the ability to call out even if you wanted to. You have to wheel your mother's in the front of the computer, you check. But yeah, dog. Health aside, I hope you feel better.
No, man, I gonna be
Cole-
good, you know, dog. Like, trust and believe. Like, I good, man. I can run a mile rate. No, just a little congested. You know what I mean? Like, little runny nose. That's really all it is. I
People in
ain't
the chat
coughing or
saying,
nothing.
feel better, Chris. Feel better, Chris. Feel better. I just messing with you. They ain't say that. They ain't say that. But yeah. Back to what we're
About
talking
to shed a
about.
tear.
Cole, they drop a monster small EP mixtape vibes. How I feel about it, Chris? How you feel about it? Killer don't sound like she actually listened to it yet. How you feel about it, Chris?
Yeah, I listened to it twice. I mean, we home. Like, that's how short it was. They were really just, like, 5 very short songs. I think about 4 songs. I think track 1 and track 5 is the same. And I like all of them, really and truly. My favorite one is 99, which is the one you just run. I like how the beat go. I like how you're flowing on it. You know what I mean?
Like just like that shit. Hey, I ain't gonna even exaggerate. That fuck hard. They gonna send it, Chris. They gonna send wait till you asking for it, and
Okay.
you blowing up Leia Boca, Lay moving. Shout out to Lay one time, you know.
Oh, yeah,
SEO,
she is.
SEO, shout out to she one time for the one time. But yeah, nah, that shit different because I feel like J. Cole, like, man, they're gonna fuck with y'all and give y'all a different style, a different vibe. As a king, I could kind of switch it up. I don't really want to go and dunk some fast breaks somewhere. I just want to pull up. J. Cole pulling up on we for like the last couple of years. Fall off was him transitioning back to his normal style of cadence of how he used to rap. Even though he still had the fast spitting vibe that he was doing on KOD and all that stuff. But on this fuck sound like Bone Sinner. And this fuck sound like Forest Hill Drive. This fuck get me hype. Like, if the job was to get you ready for the fall off, I ready.
I'm rapping for real. You know, and I said this the other day. He's a big fan of rap. And So they say on my TikTok too. I was like, man, like rap is really, or hip hop as a whole is really a very, very new genre. You really think about it. I think it's 50 years old. The 50-year anniversary, or probably last year or something like that. And back when I was growing up, I really don't remember like my parents ever running rap in a car.
Yeah.
So it got just reggae and R&B. Really and truly, you know what I mean? And a little, I got a Latino side, so a little Mark Anthony used to run too. You check, like, you know what I'm saying? Big up to the Latino community one time for the one time. But yeah, man, like Luther Vandross, you know what I mean? Bob Marley, like I know every Bob Marley tune, all the reggae gold them used to run in the whip. All the reggae gold. I don't see every reggae gold CD. You know what I mean? You get a nice
You
sweet
just have like a
Caribbean
memory.
You don't know the reggae gold, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, all them heck used to run. And it's crazy. Like, you go on Apple Music right now, and man get all them heck. Get all the reggae gold them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Go check it out. Go check
I
it
check in
out.
right now, Chris. Right now.
Don't try and fact check me, dog. I
I
don't
checking
bring
them
no
facts
cop.
right now.
I don't bring no cop to the pod. It's the pod.
What's your favorite reggae song ever?
Ever? Shit.
Ever. Like this probably won't be. No, I ain't even say that. But what's your favorite reggae song ever?
Ever, boy. It's a tough one.
That's tough, Rain. That's
probably
tough.
probably Wire for Bob Marley.
Why?
Because it'll just uplift me. I feel like it'll talk to all the ancestors inside of me. And I'd just be ready to just scant across the room.
Not scant.
You know what I'm saying?
Not scant. Not
Telling you.
scant.
Heiny.
Not
Heiny.
scant.
Going
Not
crazy. I'm telling you. Wire is a tune. Yeah, dog. I'm telling you. Wire, it'll just bring it out to me. And it's crazy because I'm a big fan of reggae. So it's like, I thought that I've been tougher to like, to find one. But maybe I could say one that like probably Keelano. Turn Your Lights Down Low with Bob Marley and Lauryn Hill.
Turn your lights down
Classic.
low.
You know what I'm saying? That frig used to run all the time growing up. Till this day, they still run. So it's like, that there is vibes. Like, that beat is insane. Like, everything is just insane about it. Don't let your moon come shining in into our lives again.
You did that, bro. Yeah, that's salute you. You know what I'm saying?
Vibes.
That must say that's what a team song. Hey, I see funny like fuck. Hey,
That was funny.
Yeah.
cool.
Turn
Killer.
your lights down low.
Killer. I never asked a rock girl what's her favorite reggae song ever. So it's interesting to see what's your hot
Probably
take.
Wally Cat.
Oh, my name is Wally Cat. Yeah, I'm from the VI.
They got Wally Cat, okay? I can't answer that. I grew
Come
up
on, man,
on
you gotta be
heavy
pressure.
on reggae.
All right, my turn. Fuck it, Chris. You gonna spoil the show, man. My father is a gunman tune type of person. You check like his dancehall and reggae was definitely about them type of stuff. But so somehow my favorite reggae song is da 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 da.
Okay.
Whoa!
I don't
It's
know
pressure.
how. I don't know
Bus
how.
drive.
Let me give you some love and affection. You got my attention.
Hey.
Bullet. I know that song from
big
beginning to end. I listen to that song and repeat like
I
forever.
got a story about that song, you know.
What? Put
Before you,
on.
before you said the story, I just want to shout out everybody in the chat one time. Shout out to Felix London in the chat one time for the one time.
Yeah, man, big up
We get-
yourself, but how we living? How we
That's a reggae song. I don't care nobody says that's a reggae song.
That's definitely
Yeah,
a
I'm
rap
saying.
song. We are reggae
Nah.
artists.
Fuck that. I gotta show you a story, man.
I mean, it was back in the day when we were like, being on the phone. Like that's how we used to like,
Sing
get
get girl on the
girls.
phone.
You know what I mean?
Jackasses.
Cardless phone. Cardless phone, you check? And we just there like, she like sing to me now, Chris? Around them times, that was before puberty really hit. So your boy could have really hit some notes. Like for real. Like I thought I was gonna be something. You know,
Man, I saw
but
Justin Timberlake. Good.
Yeah, but like, you know,
So how you were going
God
on?
had other
Chris? Tell us
plans.
how you were going on.
I think we're
Just
right
like
here,
the
you know?
same way how I was just going on.
Rain.
Let me give you some love and affection. You got
Chris,
by ya. Yeah.
Kia, that was one of them girls that used to have band on the phone singing, you know?
But why I
That's
used
what
to do
it
that there?
is.
Why I used to do that for
That,
free
that's
free?
what,
And we
see,
talk
she
about that.
laughing because it's
We gotta
true.
talk about that.
Dog, what the fuck?
Why are your girl used to want me to sing to Aya on the phone? Like why?
What
I
was the
feel
big
like
deal?
every girl I talked to on the phone used to ask me to sing to them.
I guess it's a way of just showing. I guess it's a form of intimacy at a young age. When you think about it, because, well, me personally, I grew up watching things with like Man Outside with the boom box playing and stuff like that.
Dancing
So
in the rain,
yeah,
kicking
so
up the
me,
puddles.
I was more the type of girl that's like, send me a song that make you think about me.
Send
If
me
you
a
can't sing, I don't
song.
want to hear you sing because I used to sing. So it's like if your vocals in top 10, I don't want to hear it. So
I
my
used
thing was more so send me a song that, remind you of me.
I used to make mixtapes, you know, off of L95. Like I used to have the cassette. I used to go some goodie and buy the 5 pack. And then I used to have the cassette there in the radio. And as I hear a big tune on L95, I press you card. And I used to have some bad mixtape.
Yo, you remember we used to record on our phone? Like I used to go up in the car and speak out like this and record
I
it.
got a funny story about that. I got a funny story about that. I had a Sandus music player, and this was when I was in middle school. And I had hit record on a song that was on the radio. So I over there thinking like, yo, just recording the fuck on the radio. This whole time I recording the song and me singing the song. So I in school letting the girl them hear that fuck. I like 3-4 girl hear that fuck. And you know what song it was? Hard work, baby. Hard work. Dog. And it's me in the background singing that fuck. They just laugh as they're like, I know the song was funny, and they was like, I didn't know you could sing. I said, what the fuck you mean? I said, never.
Read it in the back like, why, baby? Why, baby? Hard walk, baby. Why?
No, fucks. Fucks, dog. But nah, Chris, I like some core memories, man. Okay, man.
For sure, man. That's what the podcast is all about, man. It's all about the journey, whether it's moving forward or like just taking a step back and see how life was, you know what I mean? But for sure, speaking of taking a step back, you know, and speaking of J. Cole, like J. Cole been a big part of like college for me, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what artists I used to really, really be listening to in college? Like,
Future.
Rihanna.
Future. Drake,
big up
Lil
yourself,
Wayne.
Punchy.
Drake for sure.
My man, see you. Drake for sure. Cause they were running it back then. Like
they were.
they were running. That's when I got
Ray
good
Rich
cause
Murd and them too. Rich Sherman.
Rich
Yeah, Rich
Sherman.
Sharma for sure.
I
Rich
can't.
Sharma.
I
You know what's funny? Chris, remember this fuck too, you know. When they dropped their first song, what their first song we call again? No Flex Zone.
So,
I was in a group chat telling these motherfuckers they gonna be big, you know. And I was running as fuck to the ground, and them all was watching me like I was crazy. I was like, nah, these my next. I'm like, watch. My ears just locked into the streets, like I know what going on. You check.
And they get like a good catalog too, like the stuff that ain't even hit the radio and stuff. Like they really, really get some. They get bangers out there, like for your enjoyment. And you could just
They
press
went
play.
from no flex zone to I don't got no type.
hey. Bad
Bad
bitches,
bitches
is
is-
the only thing that I like. Hey.
Facts.
You don't got no. Hold on, I gotta relax.
Facts.
I
Facts.
gotta relax. We some old man. What the fuck, like? No man, ain't no way that old. Gone through Chris. I embarrassing ourselves on the podcast.
Big Sean for sure. J. Cole for sure.
Yay.
Future for sure.
Future had it on lock too.
Wiz Khalifa. Them
Talk about
Wait, he was
fucking
college?
mixtapes. Yeah, man. Wiz, boy.
I feel like Wiz was high
boy.
school.
Chris start college earlier than we.
Yeah,
Did you for real?
for sure. UVI, you don't know. But yeah, Wiz Khalifa, like, his mixtapes used to go crazy. And Big Sean mixtapes used to go crazy. And of course, Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? As Drake, of course.
That's when Lil Wayne had
Young Money.
that's when he had
No
I
ceilings.
got good cushion alcohol.
For sure.
Oh, my
sure, for
freshman
sure.
year song.
For
Oh,
sure.
my freshman year or something, motherfucker.
Hey.
For
Yeah, that
sure.
was a time.
Rihanna,
Honorable
man.
mention, Bruno held it down too, all the pop girlies. Just saying.
Bruno Mars.
He sure did. He held it down.
I
Hey,
don't
man,
want to
speaking
fuck
of
with
That was
you,
his
Rihanna.
Bruno
run. That was
Mars.
his run.
Speaking of Rihanna, that California bed had me in a headlock.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? When I was young, I couldn't really say, like, when you get in the headphones, somebody didn't even know what you listening to, but it's be in my head, like, boy, if I only know what the fuck I listening to,
Chris, you're
California better
sliding down the
repeat.
walls and thing.
Nah, I lift in weights, but like, I
Slide
get
on the wall is
Rihanna in
crazy.
it. I get Rihanna in it, sliding down the walls. Yeah, skin to
B.O.B.
skin.
Chris had upward bound.
B.O.B. He did. He did. B.O.B. was lit back then
Yeah,
too.
B.O.B. for
He
sure.
kind of fell off. Where you went?
B.O.B.
He
He
was
chilling.
good.
He's still rapping.
Oh, you see?
That's how hard it is to be an artist. You could be big today and gone tomorrow.
It's true.
sure.
Lil Yachty.
Who?
Lil Yachty. I had to call
Lil
it
who?
Lil Yachty. I had to call it Lil Yachty. Don't you ain't laughing at me too. That's what I had to call him. That's
Lil
what
Yachty?
it's spelled as, so that's what I'm gonna call him.
Lil Yachty, yeah, that's toward like the
Yeah.
later years for me.
I was still in
For
college,
sure.
so yeah.
So Keela, you do UVA for a little while and then you went States, right?
I do EVF for 1 year and I'm out.
Oh, it's an important year.
You think so?
You don't never meet.
Yeah.
Every time you bring you up, I don't gotta bring the same story up. I was like, Kayla, you want to wear my chain? Kayla was like, oh my God, yes. It's whatever I wear it, whatever. Over here, bring it over here, I wear it. Every time I have this fucking conversation, it's the same
Wow.
story.
It's
Can I
Chris
progress
minutes.
the story, please, dog? The audience hear it
What
four
we progressing?
times.
What we progressing to? Hey, what's
What we
up?
going
Oh,
to with
God.
it?
Oh,
So
God.
in college, like, college is usually like the place where you experience new things, you know what I mean? Whether it's, intimacy, whether it's, heartbreak.
Around what year this is?
College?
Yeah.
I just saying college in general, this is when you experience a lot of change. Independence, you know what I mean? Struggle, you know what I mean? Isolation and drugs, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Felix,
could
if
talk.
it's his first time hearing the story, run tune.
He said run shoot. Nah, they asking for a playback of how I meet, man. Chris, you gotta get the people that what they asking for.
Irie, so
I apologize. I go shoot.
Irie, so I see this light skinned girl walking up the road or whatever to like where my dorms is, and I was like, wow, she prettier. And one time I walk up to she and actually she got a man and she said yeah. So I was like, okay. I was like, well, wanna be friends? And she was like, yeah, we could be friends. So we exchanged phone numbers or whatever. And we were just friends. And they had a time. This is a story. I had basketball practice, but I was kind of running late, so I ain't had time to go back to my room. Me and she were done cool already, so I just give her my chain. I said, you could hold my chain for me or whatever. She like, yeah, that ain't no problem. Because Keela is a sweet girl and she always down to help you check. So she went with my chain. And, I was in there, so I got passed along the story to Keela. I was at practice. So what happened next?
Pretty much. I get pressed up in the cafeteria for wearing Chris chain. Okay? Which I forgot I had on, and I will forever say that. I
No
forgot I
move
had
like
it
my
on.
chain way.
I want to say he chain light at you, but I forgot I had
She
it
said,
on.
"Make chill, hello guys. No fuck, hello. I fucking get no weight." Boy, yeah.
This man
And that-
said, he said, oh wait, this your things on the podcast. You writing notes. You check. But yeah, I want to ask you this, Akila. I don't think I ever asked this question when I hear this story. You check? You in school, right?
Yeah.
You had a bag, right?
Depends. Because I was living on campus.
we were living there.
Yeah.
So it's like we ain't really like
So
I ain't really
you
used to
ain't really
move
need
with no
that.
bag for real. Like,
Oh, if you, okay, so you said.
to be
Yeah.
honest,
What
we
you
ain't
gonna
got rock
ask
with no
me?
bag.
Oh, you gonna ask?
You didn't have to wear it. So it's like, what make you want to wear it?
No,
You know what
because
I
then I ain't
mean?
gonna
Hey,
just tread on the
Breezy.
chain in a bag. That's disrespectful.
Breezy.
So that's
I got you, Chris.
that's integrity right
Breezy.
there.
That's a cop out answer. I like that answer though. That makes sense. But Breezy,
Can't
let
go
me
in
tell
the
you
bag.
something. I tell you all this. If I get a girl, and next time I ask her wear or hold a chain, you better tell him I hold your own hand. Oh fuck I hear you. And
Kila
you
was a
wear the
very
chain?
let me tell
Dog.
her something about Kila. Kila was a very nice girl. Like for real, for real.
Okay,
Kila a
okay,
very,
okay.
very nice girl.
I
Like
was. I ain't still
is
nice.
you are. I mean Kila it got like some dark it got like not dark, but it got like holes in the timeline of us, knowing each other. So it's like I just, I don't know what happened the next 5 years. But now we cool again. So I know I know before you were nice. I don't know what happened in that little area. I can't speak on it. I
That's
could
fair.
just guess that you are still nice. But like,
fair.
she was just always a nice, helpful girl. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, ain't nothing like that, man. Even like when I was starting, like, WUVI. You know what I mean? WVA, shout out to WVA one time for the one time. A man just comment on my heck the other day. I was like, what? Okay.
Man
I
still
still
around.
up and going.
Worries.
Yeah. That
Doing
one
it
is
thing.
FM. So this is how the radio station at UVA come about. I was in communication class and I was just like, why we don't have a radio station? And they was like, you want a radio station? And I was like, yeah. I was like, so they were like, all right, we gonna do it. So they already had a studio, but they like, we had what like an AM transmission. Let me tell you something. Me, Keela, Tafari, we had people tuning into AM radio, people like tuning into this. Like, and I know we had people tuning in because Randall had tell me, which is the guy that I run it for UVA, this man tell me like our listeners used to be like 600 a day, live listeners.
We used to have people calling in too.
You know what I'm saying? Like we
I
had
had
that heck
calling once.
jumping.
He had
You
me
did?
calling once. Yeah, I do that Ice JJ Fish challenge bullshit that he was doing.
Something about you, girl.
Yeah, it was one of them. I used to get it.
College, man, college. So now I happy that WVI is still here today. And then like, they wanted to transition to St. Croix as well. So they built a studio in St. Croix. And then when I moved back St. Croix for summer, they had me like, training people in there to learn how to deal with the radio as well. So yeah, big up to
That's
them,
dope.
man.
That's
Happy
dope,
them.
you know,
I think they FM right now, so like that's good.
that's
Oh, that's a big
nice.
transition.
Yeah,
That's dope for them.
that's
I
cool.
want to say like having a live audience because that man bringing in the heavy questions. They want to know when she busts your chest.
Who? Akila?
Akila B.
Oh, Akila. I ain't gonna hold lie, you man. I really like Akila. Like, 'cause when I see Akila, like I said, she was a nice girl. So like, when I see her, I was just like airy. You know what I mean? I run in ball. She's like the nice, pretty girl that like into her books and so like she'd have been a perfect peer for me. But like I said, she was in a relationship. So I don't really call her that boss just because like I done already like prepared for like that. So
So
like
in
she ain't
other
really
words,
bust my chest.
guys, Chris was doing the bus chess back in UVI days, and he's using me as an excuse.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nobody just would I get boss if Akila was available. You know what I mean? So I just been running rampant and free.
You saying it's her fault that all these bus shots happen.
You
You know, like,
understand?
you just running around trying to get satisfied and you just not. So it's like, damn. So a whole lot of collateral damage was taking place. But at the end of the day, it
That's
made me
crazy.
made me the man I am today. You know what I'm saying? It made me the man I am today. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah.
Okay, and finally in the comments, she have a message for Keela. She said you look very sexy. That's what Island finally said. Shout out to the manager one time.
Oh, here late.
Appreciating. You know what I mean?
It does
Well, yeah,
really-
man, Chris, so you bring up college. You had a reason you bring in college. Yes, when you want to talk about when it comes to college.
So I was chilling and I was thinking, right? And I was like, college is really where I mean I had tried before when I was younger, but like that's really when I get really, really, really introduced to like ganja. So I know like especially in the States, people that get introduced to some stuff that is probably like way worse than ganja. So I feel that we should touch on these different substances and what it do You know what I mean? Cause me myself, I don't really know about all the drugs out there. So I wanted to use this episode as like a teaching moment to go down the list of all the drugs out there and like, you know, why they illegal and all them stuff. And if we would try it, but like, yeah, if we would try it.
So you want to use a platform to take drugs and talk about the benefits or the experiences that you could have?
Not really the benefits, just what they do. You know what I mean? Like just bringing our awareness. Like this is like a dare program. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everybody on this part is drug free, including myself. You know what I'm saying? And
Drug free, man. Drug free to the wall. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I could pass a drug test right now. Right now.
Flying colors. Can we condense it into 4 so we can knock out the 90 minutes of everything else? That's cool.
No, for sure. Cause we don't have to talk about like stuff like alcohol. We don't have to talk about marijuana. And we don't have to talk about cocaine. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'll start off by saying this. Me ain't doing none of them fuck. Just being honest from the jump. If that opportunity ever present itself, I would never. That's just never been something I into ever.
Would you take ecstasy?
Hold on,
that-
that's a
that goes
drug?
under.
Wait, hold on.
And I'm afraid it's not on the list.
No, wait, you didn't
you-
say, wait.
Can you
That was it.
inform us on what it do? And, like,
Wait.
Wait, Kilo.
What's
Are we ready for a
happening?
follow-up question?
ecstasy. What is
Oh,
ecstasy?
shit. It
Rain,
depends on what I even mean. I can't understand what I mean, you check.
You don't know what ecstasy means?
Like, yeah, define, like,
So-
Molly is considered ecstasy.
So with ecstasy, there's different forms you could have it in. There's a liquid form and then there's the pill form. Ecstasy gives you a kind of like a high, just sexy feeling, like you free, but you feel
A honey
extra
pack is like
sexy.
ecstasy?
If who?
Honey pack is ecstasy?
You see how you feel on the honey pack is
I didn't feel nothing on
very-
the honey pack. I didn't feel nothing on
So
the honey
you
pack.
didn't
It
boom
didn't
boom
make me
boom on the honey pack?
I mean, I boom boom boom, but it didn't change. Like it was a natural boom boom. I thought it'd be like enhanced boom boom boom. You know what I mean? It
Okay,
wasn't
okay.
nothing
So
extra.
ecstasy is an enhanced boom boom boom. Like for instance, you take it in that like 30 minutes. So I'm not saying this is by experience, but within that 30 minutes to an hour, you can just be like, oh gosh, this person looks so good. That could be the ugliest person ever. But because you're just in this not natural, but this high state of just sexiness. Like literally, that's just the best way to describe it. Just
So
everything.
Spanish fly.
Or Spanish fly.
Sorry. Continue.
How we
What's-
turn this
what's that?
episode from?
Oh, what
J.
Spanish
Cole,
fly? Spanish fly is
Yeah.
something I used to be selling in a gas station back home. St. Croix.
gas
And they
station
used-
pills?
Nah, it was like a liquid, and dudes used to give to girls and used to make them,
Now they
really
boom,
want
boom,
to
boom.
have sex. Like, yeah.
Wow,
So
I ain't gonna lie,
it's like
Chris.
that.
That's kind of crazy. You bring up drugs and everybody talking about the different drugs they want to do what they're doing. I'm just reading the comments and
I'm trying to
yo,
show you, dog. Like, you know,
I see in shrooms. I see in that. Yo, what going on out here, dog? Like, yeah, DT, what you saying? What the fuck? No way
What
we
DT
went
say?
from. He said, "Shroom me, please." No way we went from. No way we went from J. Cole College to Diddy. Like, what the fuck going on here, dog? Like,
Okay, wait, but how I feel about shrooms though?
Um,
Because I heard, have you? Well, I ain't actually if you've done it, but how you feel about?
I mean, I don't mind being vulnerable on the pod. I have tried shrooms, 2 days ago.
Oh wait,
Yeah, for sure. You are a lollipop. You are a
okay, wait,
lollipop.
hold on, Chris, hold on.
she said, "This is a lot." Hold on.
Let's take a step back.
Chris, the PR team texting my phone now. They're like, "Tell Chris shut the fuck up." I'm telling you what the PR said on the left. You read it? It's like,
I mean, like the comments say, drugs are drugs, and like the stuff that come from the ground is the stuff.
I
that
thought
come
you
from
were
the ground.
going free for a little while, or was that just the marijuana aspect? I thought you were going free from.
allegedly.
So yeah, so you know, I's a man that don't like to be a slave to anything. And once I feel myself starting to be reliant on something, I don't want to like pull back. You know what I mean? Cold talky too. I don't even like hold it down a little bit. I just stop completely. But I remember like going to like the shop where I used to buy the papers that I used to roll with the papers. And that man had like a jar of lollipop, like just lollipops in a jar. And they were like, "You want to try our shroom lollipops?" And I was like, "Nah." And they were like, "But you know, it's free with your purchase." So I was like, "Yeah." So then they give me it. So I take it and you know, I was snowed in for like 4 days and it was just day. And I was like, I mean, let me see what's going on. So I take it and I feel like it's like the same. I want to say the same kind of heights as marijuana, but it's like in the same ballpark. You know, I just feel like what it does for me, and it'll have like different effects for different people. But what it did for me, really just like it, I could have feel it all throughout my body, like from head to toe. Yeah, I feel like not like shaking or nothing, but I could have feel something going on. You know what I mean? Like my chakra just moving. You know what I'm saying? And like I just feel like, you know, I feel like high. But it was like it wasn't like a dumb high. It wasn't like a friggin' I don't know what I'm doing high. It was just like, you know, relaxed and you know, my nerves were just down. Like it's good for people that have anxiety and depression, but it could backfire too. Some people it could enhance the anxiety and depression. So you gotta be careful. So you get different effects for different people, but like it was just a lollipop, you know what I mean? I don't know how much grams it was. Like it just was a lollipop that was shroom induced with. So I just took it and that's what it was.
You feel anything the next day?
Nah, like to be honest, I took a nap and like I woke up from that nap and I was just regular. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing. My dreams was mad real though. I'll tell you that. Like I swear the dream I was having was real life. Like, you know. So shrooms may be a portal to our next realm, guys.
I feel so, to be honest.
Cause that shit I feel mad real. Like I mean like I swear that shit was reality. So like I guess that's a effect from it. But yeah, you know what I mean. Would I try it again? I good, you know, type of way. I good. I don't need to be on that level, especially like the part I am right now. You know what I mean? I just don't even want to do anything other than just work out and podcast and like deal with my youth them check. So yeah.
Nice. Good tell. That was really nice.
Weed is best for anxiety. Cool. Thanks for that.
I disagree. Based off of my understanding, I disagree. But continue.
Why you disagree, Rain?
Because based off of research purposes, I feel like it heightens the anxiety more than, you know what I mean? Like, that's just based off of research, what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? So,
I could see that.
but continue, Chris. What else you have on the menu? On the menu?
Damn, mushrooms is actually on this list. Crazy. They get LSD, which is a lab-made drug in the 20th century, and it alters your perception and senses. So, a little backstory, right? So when they passed like the Drug Act to make all these different stuff illegal, cause you know like back in the 70s was the hippie era, everybody was just vibing, that's high on life. It was LSD, it was mushrooms, it was weed, and everybody was just chilling. You know, everybody was high as fuck. So they decided like LSD was causing harm to people. Like it's the most dangerous one, the one that affect you the worst. You know, your health. Because shrooms and weed, they're plants. You know what I mean? So they're more on the natural side. So like you know, you rarely hear any any fatal shit happening when you use those stuff. But LSD were fucking people up. So they just categorize all of them together and just make all of them illegal. I didn't even know that. So like when I was doing the research, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Peter paid for Paul. Damn, fuck. So that's really the backstory on LSD. You know what I'm saying? Next drug we could talk about is fentanyl.
Which is a big problem right now. No, that's is this fentanyl?
I
That's
think
a big.
that is
what
an
Trump.
issue too.
That's what Trump that war with the Mexicans for, right? It's definitely fentanyl. Yeah, it's a big issue. People dying in the U.S. from it and stuff like that. That is why that actually that's why they captured what his name is from fucking. We had a red man on the show talking about it.
Munda, whatever,
Whatever
dude.
his name is, yeah. I think he was a part of that. That was one of the reasons that he got captured.
Okay.
You talking about
So
the Venezuelan president?
Yes,
Okay.
because these things are being transported from these different places to the America, which is killing American people by
I
a large number.
Yeah, I think I had fentanyl before, but that's because I had get shot. So
Okay.
it's like a pain reliever. It's like a pain reliever, like a real serious pain reliever that'll numb your body, but it'll just make you like really, really high, and it's very, very addictive. So like it's being sold on the streets, but it is approved by the Food and Drug Administration, and it's like you could get it if you in enough pain. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Why I think people resort to drugs like they're like these type of drugs like
Shit, where do we
fentanyl, for
begin?
example. To what
Body
you
got
understand it.
issues. Some people don't want to feel anymore. Like they just want to feel good. Cause a lot of people that use drugs too is like they in a lot of pain, like internally,
Yeah,
and it's
and only
like
physical pain is like,
yeah, you just don't
mental
want to
pain as
feel
well.
it. You don't want to go through them stuff.
Like depression too as well, like depression,
Yeah.
anxiety, all type of stuff. Okay,
And
got
sometimes
you.
it's just to have fun. Like I don't know if y'all know EDC, but Orlando to have this thing called EDC every year. It's like a
How was it? You
rave
been there?
party. I've never been there. Never. I think it's a good this year though. I want to test it out.
Oh,
But when you go
Kira
to
is a fun
EDC,
girl.
She's a
Oh,
curious girl. You hear what she said? I thinking I'm going.
but yeah, they do a lot of drugs there. Like people will be walking around in their backpacks, and you walk up to them. Hey, you got coke on you? You got this on you?
you sound like a place to die. No offense.
No, yeah, like
You get laced? What the fuck? That's why you get
yeah,
spragger. You know what I mean?
exactly,
That's kind of strange. So I just asked that
exactly.
question, Kyle. Just like a lot of like for me, for example, like a lot of people are social partakers in some of these things. Like they don't just do it on their own. Some of them do it to like party or to be social or have fun. But then you have the next side of people that actually do it like because I said they're trying to escape reality. Like I wonder, like, is it a real escape from reality, or they just like a mind fuck, like you just thinking they're escaping from reality? 'Cause I feel like if I was to do drugs, I'll just think about the fucking problems I have and even more.
I don't think so.
Like if you get drunk, like think about the girls that get drunk. If you get drunk, like you went out, you had tequila all night, Hennessy all night, whatever the fuck all night. You come home, like I don't know if you're gonna be happy when you come home, but when you
But
drunk and
liquor
you get
is a
home,
depressant though.
but that's why trying. Well, I guess when you under the influence, I feel like once you out of that fun space, like if you out of the club, you out of the kickback, you out of the person bedroom. When you by yourself and you in the car saying no, or you just at home saying no, like it'll probably fuck with your head even more. That's how I feel.
That's why man they get a lot of drunk texts.
Oh,
Exactly right.
Hey man, I ain't gonna hold out, man. This a life lesson, a WTG tip. If you're talking to a girl and she went out and she get super drunk, you ain't the one she texting, bro. I got a new girl.
I ain't gonna lie. That's here. I'm not gonna even cap or sugarcoat it. If a girl get drunk and she drunk as fuck, if she tell you, yeah, I was fucked up last night, and you didn't see no text from before that, she ain't yours. She ain't yours.
It's true.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, that was deep, Chris. I ain't gonna lie. You just, oh boy.
Hey man, that's what the podcast is about, man. You know, somebody asked me the other day, what can people benefit or what can they lose from missing an episode of With the Green? And it's just gems, you know what I'm saying? Like it's our journey, you know, life lessons that we trying to give people through our eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't the most successful people in the world, but that's the beauty of the podcast because we are growing. Especially if you watch the podcast from 3 years ago to today, it's like we just like elevate to like levels, you know what I mean? Like, damn, these man getting better. Damn, these man getting better. Damn, these man getting better. And we all about elevation. We all about leveling up. You know what I'm saying? So, WTG, tap in, subscribe, like, share, add it to your favorites. Like this is gas. You know what I'm saying?
Cash out me $1.
I wish I
wanna
could
say
have.
this.
Yeah, gone true.
We elevate so much, we bring girls so we can have girls' opinions. Killer, I want to know why I don't. So this is why I want to know. this is why I want to know. Because Chris get deep. I know I have fucking questions. I want to know. You drunk text somebody else, right? But you have the audacity to text the man you don't want the next day. Why you had to do that? Why you gonna text the man the next day? You had a long night, but you were drunk texting somebody else during the night. Why would you even text the dude the next day? What is wrong with you?
Cause you use lunch.
I ain't fucking lunch.
Not you.
I ain't tell you that right now.
Well, not you. Like,
I am not lunch.
I mean,
Not
it
you,
just
but it's
depends.
lunch,
Like,
you
it
know?
can sound selfish to say, right? But sometimes, like, as women, like, our heart in one place with one person, but maybe we have issues with maybe we just have issues with our person, and that other man we're neglecting is the one that he's just there. Like, if I need something or if I just want to talk, like, he's just there. So if I drunk, I can text the man that I really
the
want, but
fuck.
I ain't cutting off the other
Yeah,
one
the
because
fuck.
he's still there to like talk to and stuff like that. It's
Chris,
sounds
I got,
bad
you
to
I got
say,
a
the
real
but
fuck?
question. I got a real
Yeah, the
question.
fuck.
I got a real question. I just don't want to get Keela in trouble. But I got a real
well, it's show
question.
and cast.
Kiss your mother's skull.
We are hour in. Damn, we in an hour in. Okay, this is a question. Fuck it.
Okay.
So, Keela,
After this, we're talking about VIPD and what happened in the Virgin. I stay tuned. We actually have to talk about real stuff. Go on, you, Chris, my bud.
so you are aware of all the friends. You are aware of all your friends that are male that are like in the friend zone just because like that's the only choice. Because they got a lot of girls that act oblivious and be like, no man, that's my friend since 8th grade. We locked in, da 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 da. It's nothing more, nothing less. But like, you know, you control that. You know, I'm the girl controller. The ball is in the girl court when it comes to like putting the guys in the friend zone. So I just want to know. You don't know, like in the back of your head, like the friends that you have, like if they really and truly want you deep down inside, or if they had the opportunity to be with you, if they would have been with you. Do you know, or you just like, nah? Because I'd be seeing the challenges, or they'd be like, call your friend right now. You're like, you crazy, my friend ain't gonna be da 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 da.
I think we'll try and make you do that on a part at one time, but continue.
For real?
Yeah, I think we did. I think
See,
we
that's why I happy I quit. Come in, remember that at all. What?
You see
Okay,
the
Keela,
shit?
so
You
yeah,
see the
you
same shit? I've been oblivious before, but now I'm more in tune. The time that I was oblivious to it, it wasn't obvious. Like, we were legit like just best friends. Like, he would sit down talking about his goals, stuff like that. Like, we would all hang out type thing. Like, it was never obvious until he was moving away, and then he sent me a text on the plane.
Not he saying you are going to buy my love text. That's crazy. I
hope
gotta
he's
leave with
not
my
watching.
family. I gotta leave with my
Still
family,
love you.
Kayla. Me and my wife gotta leave, man. I just want to say, like, I always love you. I just thought you got away. But what?
Man.
That's a fuck to tell a girl before you hop on a flight. You ain't no
Yeah.
Wi-Fi back then either, Chris. Fuck is like, you gotta see your response when you land.
That was heartbreaking too.
You got
I
one,
never
right?
heard from him again, like after that, until like years later.
Oh, man. That's
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
Okay, that's
So sometimes it can be not obvious.
I got a follow-up question to your question, Chris Tequila. Can I
Keela in the
die?
middle for a reason, huh?
Yeah, man, she in the hot seat. She in the hot seat. Shambos just island. But
Man.
question. Do you think that a guy has the ability to move himself out of the friend zone folder into the roster?
If the girl has a little interest, then yeah.
Or so you set up to the girl no matter what?
What
Yeah,
if this
the
man
end of
was
the day.
like chubby and then he just hit the gym and now he fine?
Well, that means she have to have interest, as in like, okay, I find you attractive now.
That'll
So
be
you
fuck
still
up
you
that you do
still
all of
need
that.
that little piece of interest in order
You
to.
level up, get your beard glistening, you fucking in the gym, you get lax now, and she still don't want you, man. I'm like, fuck. Well, what more I gotta do? You know what I
Fellas,
mean?
Sometimes all it takes for is them to see you with another woman, That's all.
fellas,
See
All it
that?
takes
2026.
More
sometimes.
WTG tips. Stop
Fellas,
studying the girl. Go
call
get
to
next girl.
action in 2026. You know what I mean? Yeah, start putting these girls in the friend zone, man. Like from
Oh, that's crazy.
2026 straight down the line, like friend zone these women.
For
That's
sure.
Make that
crazy.
normal. You know what I mean? Let them know
Until
you can follow
proven
me on
worthy.
IG. Yeah, you know.
They setting
Gosh.
high up.
Yeah, fellas.
Ain't nothing wrong with a friend zone though.
You
Ain't
don't
nothing
put women
wrong.
in friend zone.
Ain't nothing with a friend zone. I
The
feel like
real
you could get-
niggas, the real players over there, like, yeah, put them in the friend zone. It's more food. Fucking.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a friend zone. If you really think about it, you could get more out of a man, if you was just friends. You know what I mean? Like, if Ayo like messing, like Ayo being intimate and so, like, sometimes I ain't really get shit to talk about other than what happened the night before. But if I is friends for real, you could be like, you watched that show last night? Yeah, my son, I heck what crazy. Da 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 da. No, I just talking about life. But speaking of show last night, what's going on St. Croix, man?
That's where we at. That's where we at.
What is going on the big island of St. Croix? What going on? Caribbean News. Bring it in. Doon, doon, doon. Welcome to another episode of Caribbean News.
Oh,
Keela
do I
B,
have some music? What music I
Mariano
have?
Jacobs.
Maybe
Chris
this.
Seeley.
Let me see.
And we're back. And we're back with another one.
She said that it at
Frig sound like friggin' Scream Tree.
Okay,
We're
like
about to
that.
fuck-
What the fuck happened? This is Reno Smalls, and I about to break it down the real way. And I don't know St. Croix, no man, it's fine.
Yo,
But
what
for
going
real,
on with the
though,
big island of St. Croix?
I could read straight. I could read straight off the source, man. You know our
Yes, do that.
the biggest Avis newspaper. You know we had two newspapers back in the Virgin Islands, and then it turned into one, and it turned into the Virgin Islands Consortium. You know, so like the newspaper we have back home is not a VA Consortium, and they're the fastest way to get your news in the Virgin Islands immediately. They're faster than Twitter. But anyways. So this says 11 arrested, 11 charged, including DHS employees and family members in Medicaid fraud that cost the territory $309,000. Dun, dun, dun. I don't have the music. Next time I'm going to have some news music for WTG News. You know what I'm saying?
Dum, dum, dum.
So,
Man, that's crazy.
So 11 arrested. So there is talking about Medicaid fraud from the Department of Human Services. So they don't have they have a lot of details that followed. Like they talk about like how this come about. Somebody come in and like somebody that worked there previously came in and tipped the authorities off and said something just don't look right in the system, like something look weird. They went in and saw that like there's some fraudulent payments going out, and after doing more research, they found a trail of a lot of illegal activity that led to this big confungle of nonsense that went down in the Virgin Islands, St. Croix today. WTG team, react to it, man. I'll go ahead and give them the real tea.
I mean, that's unfortunate that some of our peers are arrested. You know what I mean? I feel like I know almost all them faces, if not all, that I saw today, and it's very, very unfortunate. Hate to see my peers get incarcerated.
Facts.
Facts.
Let's go with some of these people.
Yeah, but I's a type of guy that I watch things from both sides, and I got a lot of times that like I ain't gonna lie, I have family members home struggling. You know what I'm saying? And, the government and corruption is the reason for the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And it's like funds ain't coming that's supposed to be coming in, and like, money on hold, and we want to know what's going on with this, we want to know what's going on with that. And there's a lot of stressful vibes going on. And I just ain't a big fan of people taking things that is not theirs. You know what I mean? And that goes down to like stealing, that goes down to rape, that goes down for all of these different things. Like taking something that's not yours, it just ain't something that I'd rock with. You know what I mean? That ain't really my style. So like even though I see these individuals and I get love for these individuals because it's my peers and I want to see all my peers that I grew up with do big things. You know what I mean? Like we just had Tariq on the episode. We grew up together. Just knowing that this man is a whole fucking therapist is just amazing to me. You know what I mean? And like, seeing people out there doing the damn thing that just make me smile and make my heart rejoice. So when I see the opposite going down with my peers, it kind of like heartbreaking, But at the same time, it's like, I kind of like, I of course I ain't happy that it happened to them. I kind of just happy that like, because we ain't really never seen nothing like this before in the Virgin Islands. You know what I mean? Just the other day, Calbert White, he just get some time for stealing funds from the government as well. So it's like we don't usually see these things happen. We don't know about the corruption and then we just sweep it under the rug. Like it's just a regular thing. Like we know the government stealing from us, but it's like it is what it is. But just seeing that people actually getting held accountable and people actually getting incarcerated for these different things, I just feel like, that's the Virgin Islands heading in a better direction, especially for the future. You know what I mean? And if they cracking down on these things now, that just gonna mean that like, people gonna just think twice than to take, what's not theirs. You know what I mean? So that's why looking at it from like two different like spectrums. You feel me? So
You were in a 20-month investigation, so I don't know how long it's been going on, but it's a 20-month investigation. So almost 2 years you've been.
But at the same
investigating
time, sometimes people just don't have a choice. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that like stealing is the way, but it's like sometimes you to look around and you to look across the room and you to see a youth them. You know what I mean? And you're like, damn, what the fuck they gonna eat? You know what I mean? And you to just watch your Wapa bill and be like, bro, like, how I gotta pay my whole check with this Wapa bill just to keep the lights on? Like, that's what really going on for real. And, I really do feel people do be trying to do the right thing. And then sometimes when an opportunity like this presents itself, it's just hard to say no. Like, it's easy for us to just laugh at it. Easy for us to just be like, wow, I was sick. But, like, I sure like 80 to 90% of those people are sharing them pictures. If they were presented with an opportunity to be a watch now, all you gotta do is press this button and this button at this time, and you gain 100K in your account. I ain't saying that's what happened, but it's saying like it could be as easy as that. It's gonna be hard for you to say no. You're gonna be like, yeah, man, my auntie been doing this for years, like you see she got a house on the hill, like that she got it from this fuck, yeah, okay, say no more. And then boom, you get catch. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's
That's
anything with a
unfortunate.
paper trail is a big risk, man. I think, somebody in the comments said arrest Wapa next, and yeah, I'll tell you comments about who should get arrested next. I think that's a key point. I feel like this is what I feel. I feel it could be a win for the Virgin Islands. I just don't like how it was presented. I don't like how it was done. I feel like they had the media company there, recording and editing at the same time. It should look kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, they literally had this thing like a show, and it's like, we don't see the corruption all the time, and we don't see the attention it deserves. You get where I'm coming from? So it's like this is like in a sense like this is like low hanging fruit. That's how I see it. Like I just see it as because if you I could tell you this right now. This ain't the only department of somebody that's stealing money. This ain't the only department that's skimming money. I feel like they have a lot of them other ones that finding ways to skim money and help people out in this way and A, B, and C. Like I could find this anywhere. You check? So I ain't saying it's a right thing to do. I just don't like how I present it to the public and I have people faces and I get a background sad music playing and the slow-mos and like it was a big fucking show to give the VI like get him a win, but it's like I walk this is your people. I watch a salary for the girl that the man highlight with the eyes that everybody talking about and laughing and so I mean she kinda crazy for being involved, being that she's a felon for something else recently as well. But I see her salary. I ain't gonna lie, when I see her salary, I turn my head like, wait, she making like 30K in that job. Kayla, you in Orlando. What you gonna say, Chris?
I got nothing to say.
Oh my bad. She making 30K, right? I don't. Kayla, you could survive at 30K in Orlando right now by yourself.
Absolutely not.
Orlando. I ain't saying Orlando is a very affordable place, but Orlando a lot more affordable than other places. And 30K is insane. You get where I'm coming from? These wages is fucking insane. So like to expect people to be able to live off of these things and not be able to cut corners, it's kind of crazy. They shouldn't, but I'm just saying a lot of people doing it, and I just don't like how I present them to the public as if they is the biggest criminals in the world when they have so much in the office that doing this fuck too.
You had to make it to the Virgin Islands. You had to make it out the Virgin Islands. It's just hard. Like the Virgin Islands is really, it's really a struggle. You know what I mean? For all of those that are listening in UK, all of those that are listening all around the United States, because we do have a following around the world. Where we from is very, very, very rough. I ain't saying we's a third world country, but we heading in that direction. You know what I mean? Like you just hear the salaries. It rough. You know what I mean? So I ain't want to say understand, but like Ray say, hard not to cut corners just to survive, just to be comfortable in the Virgin Islands. Because
Imagine, go ahead, my bad.
no, but because in the
It just hot.
no, you good, you making sense. But it's just like in the Virgin Islands itself, like I just see the other day, like a dozen eggs is like what, $8 or some shit like that. Like it crazy out there, man. Like 2 bag of Doritos is $12. You know what I mean, for the big bag.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
That's how I see it, dog. This is like VIPD get one day and say, I about to go to a corner around the block and arrest everybody that get weed on them. You know how much arrest they gonna make? Like, it's just there in their face. Like, everybody gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just see like all these corner cutting people that be doing this stuff like as a low hanging fruit to give the VI department whoever a win. And I don't really fuck with it the way how they do it. That's just me though. I understand it with criminals though. I understand it with criminals, you know what I'm saying? I just do what I gotta do down there, survive, do the right thing. Like don't steal, like Chris was saying, please don't steal. Let's not resort to stealing. Let's just not do that. And in St. Croix especially, like I tell Keela earlier, they're gonna use this and say this is why St. Croix is jobless. And the St. Thomas gonna get more money. Is like, yo, they might have a bunch of thief
We ain't doing
in St.
this.
Croix.
We ain't
Hey,
even
so-
doing this.
You know what I'm saying? So
Tequila,
let's
the man
not.
listening to J.
I
Cole
never
now.
see this fucking rock ever happen in rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, IO taxi drivers charging man $20 for little ride in rock and they don't get arrested. I don't see no corruption in rock, but I saw the corruption in the fucking St. Croix. Let's give St. Croix a better name for some funds, man.
Yo, the
please.
gas prices in Iraq is corruption. Like,
Exactly.
What's the
Again,
gas
it's
price
just
in
as
Iraq?
bad.
I don't like what
It's
$4
over
a gallon.
$5, I think.
Five?
Last time I went home, I think it was like $5.60 something. And I don't go home every year. It was 5 and change. I don't know if it went down now, but
Bro, even if you
it
go
was
down
high.
from that, it's still gonna be high.
it's still gonna be 4 and change.
How much Tesla charging stations I have it, rock?
All of them there by Whopper.
Actually, that-
That's what we need to talk
Yeah.
about.
I
That's what we need to talk
WAPA
about.
just need competition for them to get their shit together.
WAPA
at
need
this
to get
point.
investigated.
Ripping off
If this
people with these
podcast-
prices, like this is ridiculous.
If this podcast get to, the right people, please just look into WAPA. It gets something higher. It gets something higher than the government in the Virgin Islands. I know. I think it's the government that running the Virgin Islands, but it's really WAPA. And it crazy, because they get people like, you get people that they talk down and with the grain, and they'd always be like, oh, are you using our platform for bullshit? I don't have no substance. Why I don't stand up for this? Why I don't do that? Why I don't shed light on this? Like, bro, I don't march and protest in front of WAPA, dog. My name in the newspaper, Chris Seeley, for fighting against WAPA. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I done already, like we are big advocates for the Virgin Islands being a better place. You check what he's saying? So it's like, man, I all for WAPA crumbling. You know what I'm saying? Is forever frig WAPA, is forever WAPA mother scud. Like, I don't get a fuck at it. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone full of shit, man. From time on ban. You know what I mean? From time on ban, WAPA been making fuck. So hopefully them man get together, man.
You know,
Like Priya said, the biggest robber man.
You know,
It do have a lot of corruption, period, aside from WAPA in the Virgin Islands. And we just need a full clean sweep, if you ask me. People shouldn't have to be living this kind of way at all. Like WAPA taking current from people how much days a week, and then I still charging these crazy prices and bills. How I expect people to survive? Like that's honestly ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I just
It's
reading a
traumatic.
number. I just reading a number and reading that prosecutors allege government systems were manipulated to unlawfully approve benefits, resulting in an estimated $209,000 loss to taxpayers. So that means the money they was stealing was the people money.
Oh, for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
I ain't gonna cap. This is a crazy fuck to even happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, that's why I ain't condoning the stealing. I'm just saying. I just know they're saying the only people are doing it.
Trust me, the funds is not gonna be the real funds. Like for the big heads, gonna never be accessible to us. It's gonna be our own money we taking from. And check, like we gonna be robbing from ourselves every time. You know what I mean? I all for being pirates against like the elites, but like not from ourselves, man. Not from ourselves. You know what I
Nope.
mean?
You know, I just wish Vail was in a better place. That's all I wish. I think, and this go. We're gonna
a
transition.
snowball effect.
We're gonna transition because this is a real fuck, and this is, I just want to highlight this. We get a Ffawty episode dropping Friday.
Big up to Ffawty. Hey man, actually the three of us was on that. Ep. That's crazy.
We got a Ffawty episode dropping Friday. The three of us was on the ep. We talked to Ffawty, did an interview with Ffawty, and I ain't gonna lie to you, like a lot of what we talking about right now is what we talk about with Ffawty. And it was very shocking to hear the things that he was talking about in terms of the state of the Virgin Islands, what he wants the Virgin Islands to be like, his aspirations, so that he could get back to the Virgin Islands and help the Virgin Islands make a lot of money. Like, just hearing all these things really, like, it's interesting that this is the episode that we talking about some of this on, because it just goes right back to that interview, and that interview was a couple weeks ago.
It was written, bro.
You know what I mean? So like, hey, but anyways, outside of that, yeah, Ffawty episode dropping Friday. I tap in, I tune in. Like, it's a legendary moment for the whole Virgin Islands. Shit, for the world to see the Virgin Islands as well, because of his big fan base that he have across the world.
I could honestly say this episode gonna change lives.
I agree.
It was a very insightful episode.
I 100% agree. If I'm listening, you getting a gem right now. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
Yes, sir. Give
An
me that.
hour and 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? An hour and
An
45
hour and
minutes.
45 minutes, not 40.
Period.
45.
It wouldn't have been a Ffawty episode if it would have Ffawty in the fucking number.
Yeah,
Huh?
man, 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
And we talk about a lot. We definitely touch on Rolling Loud. We touch on who he is as an artist. We touch on the rooms he and his networking ability. We touch on a lot. Chris, what was your I guess impressions like when you met him and we vibe with him and so like as a person, like how you feel he is?
I was blown away. You know what I'm saying? But like, even when we had the conversation with him before even getting the interview together, when he was basically talking to us, I had to watch my phone and be like, this Ffawty, like, the man was like, he was talking some grown man shit, and basically, he wanted to be on the podcast to really talk about things that he wanted to change or things that he wanted to be an impact for. So, it was very, very dope. It was a very, very impactful episode. I was blown away with a lot of what he was saying. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, like, you could be inspired by anybody. You know what I mean? It don't matter the age. I know a lot of people that be like, man, I ain't gonna never listen to no little boy.
That's Chris, It's interesting. That's Chris saying that fuck. I really Chris would be like, dog, you don't think a 22-year-old could ever tell me to inspire me, dog. And I look at he like, what? And then like, what she know? Like, he inspired.
Yeah. Yep. That's facts. You know what I mean? But like it'll go back to what Jesus said, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you wanna know how to live, you gotta watch the children. You could be inspired by the children. You know what I mean? That's purest souls are walking the art right now. You know what I mean? Trying to call Ffawty a child. You know what I mean? But like for his age, stuff he was saying, you were very, very knowledgeable. And he gonna say it on the podcast too. You gonna see the story of why he's so knowledgeable and how things came into play and how everything to connect. Like I said, his art is like a beautiful well put together. And I'm very,
Well
very
put
excited.
together.
Very excited for her to get, man. You know what I mean? And it's free.
Yeah. This
Nah,
this I really estimate not because of who he is, right? I just estimate that like the replayability gonna be so high because of the different gems. It's like a book. And watching on TikTok, all and they were saying like if you want to really digest a book, you might gotta read the book 2 or 3 times.
For sure.
This episode, I edited the episode and I have to keep going back and re-listening to moments over and over to fully digest certain things because it was so deep. And it's there like, how the fuck this dude just young and vibing while joint in his mouth like Bob Marley, just talking about all this life. Kila, what was your impressions that you heard about Ffawty?
When he first come and everything, I say, yeah, this a rock man for sure. Like, from the time the man greets us, everything, I say, yeah, this a rock man for sure. When he start talking though, and I want to also throw out there that I never had listened to any of his music until leading up to that to prepare for the pod. Like I didn't know much about him. So I kind of went in blank slated, like not knowing anything, like what he about, this and that. So
Facts.
when he start talking, I like this man, like he's wise. That's the best way to put it. He's very, very wise for his age. Like he ain't just sitting down talking any like ignorant crap and them stuff like that. Like the boy, like he have his head on his shoulders. And I kind of expected him, I guess, to be, being that he is where he is, kind of expected him to be a little bit more shallow. And I didn't get that at all from him. Like, that man care about where he come from. He care about doing for his people. Like, you know, you always say once you watch the pod, but very,
sure.
very insightful.
No way, remind me of a lot too. Rock City and especially Tehran. Like the way Tehran talk about Rock City, we talk about St. Thomas in general. That's what it remind me of. Like the man passionate about St. Thomas. And at the ask I say, you know, talking about St. Thomas, we're talking about St. Croix too, right? If the whole Vienna holds what you talking about, like, you know, but like, and the real though, the man really passionate about back home. We talk about a lot when it comes to St. Thomas. So it's like, it's just interesting. And Kila, you the perfect person to explain that, because even when we dropped the clip of him singing his song Chop, like you had a lot of people that probably heard him for the first time, and they was like, oh, they ain't really rocking with it. They ain't feeling it, right? I had to explain in a group chat to everybody that like, you gotta understand, Ffawty demographic is the college kids. This man 22. This man make music like Lil Uzi, like Juice WRLD. Like he get a young ravers, the people that be in concerts and festivals. Like them is the people who doing mosh pits that fuck with his music and his vibe. You check a lot of the older people. This might be their first time experiencing who this person is. They might hear the name and be like, oh, Ffawty Rolling Loud. I don't know who Ffawty is. This is the perfect moment to show everybody who Ffawty is. And it is his first ever interview at the same time. And I'll say this too because I know we got a couple people in here and I watch back. That means I deserve to hear what I'm about to say. Like, he was so appreciative to be in a room with Virgin Islanders doing this for the first time. You know what I mean? Doing an interview with the first time of he said on the mic, like, I wanted to do this with VIP people because that's my home. I want to be around my people. And we were just like, why the fuck this 22-year-old dude just tell we them, man? Like, yeah, I mean, but I excited. I edited. If it's finished, is in the vault. I could drop it right now if I fucking wanted to. But we dropping it on Friday. Shit, I gotta stay tuned for Fridays. Fuck dropping like J. Cole Fall Off. This fuck about to be a movie. I excited.
For sure.
Definitely got a lot of gems in there. So yeah.
Yeah, Miss Ankila come true. She said earlier that she didn't really know about Ffawty. As she come true, eating breakfast, we were like, sit your ass on his couch.
And we
This
just
is Ffawty.
playlist.
This is
And then she like, play a song back. I be like, yeah, that too nasty, right? That too nasty. Like, yeah, man, this fuck gonna be dope, man. One last thing too, I wanted to ask. about the Ffawty. Heck, oh yeah, cool. Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud is in Orlando this year. If you're listening, is in Orlando this year. I think tickets starting to sell out. To be honest, I tell you, he is performing on the night of NBA YoungBoy, which is a Sunday night. That's probably gonna be the most packed Rolling Loud event they ever had in history. And for him to be on that, to be on a stage
In
with that amount
Florida,
of
my
people
son.
in Florida, that we supposed to have, that's a call to action. We supposed to have a bunch of VA flags in the fucking crowd, flinging a fuck like crazy. Like this is a big VA moment. So like I hope everybody buying tickets and getting ready to go to support, cause like, and one more thing I'll say too, I giving away everything, I don't give a fuck. One more thing I'll say too. He not shying away from the VA being his home and representing that. You know what I mean? So like he's gonna walk around with a flag and let everybody know where he's from. So like because he operating in that way, I feel like we just supposed to do justice and do the same and rep and walk with our flag out there and swing that fuck around for him, man. Big up to Ffawty one time for the one time.
Yes, sir. Hey, before we go, Keela used to watch America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
You see
I'm
that man about to
rewatching it
drop?
right now, actually. So it's so funny. They just dropped.
Yeah, they about to
documentary.
drop a documentary on Netflix, man. I see that, heck, I was like, wow. I could remember like my mom watching it when I was younger. So it's like, I mean, I never really like stick around to like see anything. I probably, if I was just bored in the living room and want to give she company, like I probably watch a little 20 minutes. But it was intense. Like them girl used to be crying and going hard and like not eating. I remember like that's the first place I saw that they used to like make themselves throw up after they eat. I was like, whoa, that's intense. You know what I'm saying? So
Because remember back then too, you had to be a certain weight. Like you have to be thin. Thankfully now, like the world has transformed. And
no,
you can be any
everybody want
shape
to be
and
thick.
size. Yeah, to walk a runway. But back then it was intense. So I know this documentary gonna open a lot of doors.
For sure.
A lot.
Yeah,
So
man.
what
yeah,
is it though? Like what's the documentary? What's it about? I don't know.
just talking about it. Just talking about like, cause it was a big reality TV show. You know what I mean? That impacted a lot of people. Like, Tyra Banks was like the main person in it. So they gonna bring she back and like all her I don't want to call them assistants, but people that she work with as well, go tell this side of the story. A lot of the models that was there that experienced a lot of like trauma gonna come and talk this side of the story as well, because it
It's
was
a lot
rough.
of weight shaming,
Yeah.
slight racism, things like that. So they pretty much gonna be talking about the dark sides of it.
It gonna probably show like an event on this episode when this person cut the leg, how what happened, and then like everybody gonna give this side of the story about
So like
it,
how
and they
like
gonna just come out.
Nickelodeon do their thing and they're gonna be like basically the
Exactly.
same thing. I can see a lot more.
Correct.
I can see a lot more TV networks doing that, or people coming back to talk about TV networks.
For
I
sure.
can see that happening in the future. Okay.
For sure.
Well, I hope I enjoy it. I'm
Me too,
pretty sure I'll
Ali.
see the clips. I'll definitely see the clips. Is Tyra Banks leading it?
She part of
I
it.
don't think she's leading it, but she's a part of it.
Okay, but she's a face.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them confessionals will be about her too.
Yeah, cause she was.
She can be.
You see how Diddy was.
was
You see how
like
Diddy
one
was for making the ban.
Yeah.
She
ain't never
was.
used to play games.
She was like that, my boy. Like she wasn't in that fuck. She used to get up in them girl face like, you want this fuck? You want this? You don't. You ain't acting like you want it. Like that type of.
So it's starting to see a trend, and when you up in power, that can come out about you. You know what I mean? I just hope a doc don't come out about me because I just want us to be rich. You know what I mean? I just preach for quality, and I don't do
So
nothing else.
where my
Keela.
confessional stage?
You have
Gonna
Keela.
have X on my face come Friday.
Keela will be like, the first time I met Ray, it was Miami Carnival. And, he was just egging my driving. And I was just
He
like,
bullied me. Oh my gosh.
he gonna see me come on. Hey, this man seemed like the nice guy of the crew. No lie, no straight. This man walking we like a slave. I lose it. For Whitney Gray.
I gonna have a meme like, they killing me with this shit. Freaking out, I just copying, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. We have anything else to give the people, man, are here with us? We talk about a lot today. Have any gems to drop on the people? Oh, I got a gem. So I had this book before Kai Sinat. I know I had this book before Kai Sinat. I know he reading the book and shit like that, but I had this before him. Our shout out to our she a part of the lead of operations and with the grain. You know, shout out to like one time for the one time. She getting us into more books. You know what I mean? So I just want to let her know, like, start reading up on books. Lawn. This 2026 is a good year to pivot into learning about something, like learn to become something, learn to become an editor, learn to become a photographer, videographer, run a business, like learn something different. If you coasting in life and you're just cooling and you ain't do nothing with yourself, you should take time to educate yourself on something. It could be about anything, spiritual, it could be about anything. Just take a book up and learn about something, bro.
Listen to the pod.
And keep listening to the podcast. You know, we try and get paid. Keep listening to the podcast. Appreciate that, man. If I ain't nothing else, you could rock out and let everybody be easy and sleep, you know?
Sure, for sure, man. You know, thanks everybody on the live for watching. You know, everybody that listening. You know, the audio experience. I appreciate audio too. You know, if you just tuning into the live, don't worry, Friday we drop in the audio. You could just plug up, you know, on your way to work, whatever, like in the gym, you know, anything. While you're cleaning the house, just plug we up. You're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna take you through at least an hour and 20 minutes or whatever you're going through. You know what I mean? Whether it's walk, you know, whether it's the gym, like I said before, like you're on a hike, whatever, we got you, man. For sure. This your boy, the coolest breeze. That's Keela B. That's Reno.
I just want to say a quick funny read already, man. He said, move, go sell pork, he get 2 jobs.
I see that fuck.
Distress,
I see it, bro.
People's citizens. Redman just over here and this fuck like crazy, dog.
I see it, you know. But I know, like, Rain probably ain't read it for a reason. Cause that was when I was like, man, cause that was around the time when you was like, Ffawty came and son, like, you know, sometimes, you know.
So things rough. Yeah, I do.
Red or like, move.
He said, move. Get the fuck off the island. Don't make it hard for our people. Hey, man, I'll stop stealing, man. Let me go. Bye.
Love.